Welcome back, my lovelies. Alright, Arnwell, what you got for me? What did I just step on? Oh, it's just my cord. Okay. Oh, boy! Oh, you three look pleased with yourselves. What have you been up to? I'm glad you asked, Lise, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like the answer. So we found the tomb of the Mad King. You're joking. The Mad King's trove? I thought it was a myth. So did plenty of people, but they didn't have Neve or Alphanode in their party. The credit for finding it should really go to them. As for what to do with it, I vote that it go towards alleviating the suffering of Alamigo's poor. Gods, if there's as much as you say. Arnwell did not exaggerate, I assure you. We could not hope to carry even a fraction of it out on our own. I have taken the liberty of sketching out a rough map of the ruins. If you will assemble a squad of your most trusted freedom fighters, they should be able to follow the route to where the treasures lie. Understood. I'll make sure every coin is accounted for, and that goes for the spending of it as well. Thank you. Oh, there is one thing. When the time comes to draw up a plan for distributing the spoils, I would ask that you consult Alphanode. I don't have a head for details. I'm not educated. I see that simply handing out sacks of gil won't solve everything, but I couldn't rightly tell you what to do instead. Oh, I know the feeling. I'd welcome any advice you could give us, Alphanode. Of course, I shall be at your disposal. Commander, we've got a problem. Oh dear. Deep breaths. Tell me what happened. A mob's gathered outside the headquarters and they've started making demands. You'd best come and see for yourself.
Step back, all of you!
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
Bring her out! Bring her out!
What's going on? Someone let slip about Fedora.
It's true then! The bitch really is in there! I knew it! I bloody knew it! We demand vengeance! Bring her out! Today we butcher the butcher!
Jesus!
Come on, you don't mean that! We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down!
Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Aye! And my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
We all know her crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh? And here you are, protecting her!
Not protecting, she's a prisoner.
So that's what all the fuss is about. Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo.
Hey, who's this?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, The ones who may yet live, where were they taken? What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance, but we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth. Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves, and for generations yet unborn. When they look to our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
Damn right! Although I'm not going to tell you about my collection of kneecaps. Don't worry about it.
I know you're right, I do. But I can't.
Well, that could have gone worse. My thanks, Raban. Listening to their anger, I could feel myself being swept away. 'Tis a difficult tide to stem. 'Twas the same rage which brought us to our feet and carried us to victory, but now the war is over. All the unspent fury is being channeled into vengeance. Aye, and it's not just here. We've reports of mobs forming all over. They've been targeting folk known to have cooperated with the Garleans. It starts with insults most often, then someone picks up a stone. Some industrious souls even thought to seek out the grave of Xenos and his officers. It was grim. I want to build a country where everyone, regardless of race or origin, can live side by side in peace. But maybe the time isn't right. Maybe people just aren't ready. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. The representatives will be here soon, and I'll be damned if I'm going to give up before I've even begun. Who are the representatives, exactly? Oh, village elders, refugee leaders, and the like. It wouldn't be right for us to dictate the nation's future on our own, so we planned a summit of sort. We've even invited the Ananta and Quikurin to participate. Alamigo stands at a crossroads, and this meeting will decide which path it takes. The matter of Fordolo's sentence can be suffered to dispute proceedings. Then let's execute her and be done with it. She herself asked to be put to death. Nago, I already explained why we wouldn't do that. Sending her to the gallows might satisfy people right now, but where would it end? Should we round up everyone who collaborated and everyone who didn't resist? There would be no one left, and we'd be no better than Theodoric and Xenos. God, this music is so fucking loud right now. Begging your pardon, but might I be allowed to speak with Fordola? Only I caught a glimpse of her past, a moment of it anyway, during the fight. She's done terrible things, aye, unforgivable things, but in some ways, she's a victim of circumstances in which she was born, and that's something I can understand. Alright, speak with the prison guard when you're ready, and I'll come and join you. I want to talk to her too. I'll return to my other duties then. We've barely begun to investigate the facility where they gave Fordola her powers. Be fairly warned, friends. She will test you. Don't let your emotions color your judgment when she does. Ooh, excuse me. All right, let's go. Yeah, I have the commander's permission to enter. How dare you?
Well, well, well. So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you?
No, not really.
Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
Haha, you're not that lucky.
That's not why we're here, no. Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom. Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless! There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it! I killed your men. I killed my men! And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance!
That's a lie, and you know it! You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind? Yeah, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fedora. I see you for what you are.
Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, the sad cutscene that's supposed to make you feel bad for her, and I still don't feel bad for her. And then they fucked up her redemption arc, and it pisses me off.
Come along, Fedora. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
All right!
I'll explain what I mean.
Father, what's Lord Gaius like?
this.
Is he nice? Are you friends?
There you go again with all your questions. Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
Filthy tin-head lovers.
Father, what did that man call us?
Don't worry about it.
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
Oi, oi, that's rude. This
That's
is
not
why
true.
she hates the Alamegans.
My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Fadola.
Traitors!
Please, you have to do something. My husband and daughter are in danger.
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of arms.
We're citizens. We have rights. I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive. Traitors!
Now,
Traitors!
I'll kind of explain a little bit into it instead of waiting till the end. She should have hated the Imperials too. I feel like she would have made for a great double agent. The Butcher when helping the Imperials, and some sort of masked, you know, vigilante type character when helping the Elamigans. The outcome would have still probably ended up the
They'll be
same.
more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
Yeah. But the Imperials didn't help at all. She should have hated them too. Should have.
Fadola, please. You already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier? Oh, gods. What have you done to your face?
Gotten a tattoo.
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honouring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage.
See?
So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time. It'll be hard. Humiliating. They'll try to break us. Send us crawling back to our own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
She just kind of got all caught up into, you know, the whole thing. But, eh.
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death will serve to unite the people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past?
Just a little peek. I still don't feel bad for you.
And what? A few stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a goddamn thing about the life I've led!
No, I can somewhat feel
Bastards
bad for what
that
happened to
killed him.
her and her father.
The bastards that let it happen! My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay!
See, she has it in her to hate the Imperials, but she doesn't fucking do it. They didn't utilize it.
You. All that power. All that pain. It's too much. Too much for anyone. The things they've done to you. The lies. The betrayal. The endless fighting. Yet there you stand. Unbroken. How? Why? Damn you. Damn you all.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it. Let's go.
I've literally done jack shit. It's been all cutscene this entire time. Ah, that's funny. Which is fine. It's happened before. I've literally had episodes where it's just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. It's just like nothing. Which is kind of hilarious. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, coffee needs some more calories. Come on, let me mount. Ah! Come on. Yeah, let's go. You've literally been moving that box for like several days now. What the hell is wrong with you? Gather information. Fallen scrap parchment. Flame investigator. Bum, 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 bum. And then the Magitech pod. Boop. Raban. Bum, 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 bum. I know little and less of science, so any light you can shed on this facility's operations would be much appreciated. Neve, shall we start with you? taken in combination with the testimonies of Kryle and Thancred, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. The enhancement procedures entailed infusing a single candidate with ether siphoned from a multitude of supply subjects. As for the master subject, in this case Kryle, the patterns of her etheric activity would provide the model upon which they would artificially engineer the candidate's aura. In other words, they were trying to recreate Kryle's echo. I believe so, which would explain our prisoner's present state. Kryle is possessed of an unrivaled ability to hear the whispers of the soul, and it seems probable that the procedure engendered the same acute sensitivity in Fordola. The soldiers who guard Fordola, many of them lost friends and families to skulls. And there's a sentry at her door night and day if she can't help sensing their thoughts and see their past. But you don't see their past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain, imagine what it'd do to you. You'd never be the same again. Indeed, as you recall, Ysael was completely transformed by a single glimpse of Hraesvelgr's past. Fordola has been forced to experience the agony of those whose lives she destroyed. The guilt must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. Sounds to me like a kind of justice. Regardless, she can suffer for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. If the results of the experiments have been relayed back to Garlemald, there will be naught to stop the Empire from repeating the trick. They could give the echo to any, to the entire Legion. We must be ready. We must learn all we can of these godforsaken procedures, and Fordola remains our best source of information. She'll not be getting her wish, not yet. Right. Keep faith, lass. If you're to convince others to follow you, you must believe what you're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's feigned. I understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it. Let's go. Yeah, okay. Bum, bum, bum. Oh my. I go looking for answers about the Echo and end up getting schooled by Raubahn. Yet more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder people listen to him and not me. General Alden is a veteran of countless campaigns, Lise. You cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. I know, but I also know that I couldn't have convinced that mob to give up and go home. It makes me realize how much we rely on his authority and how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he'll do when everything here is settled, I mean. It's his homeland. After going to the trouble of winning it back, might he not want to stay? 'Tis a quandary which countless refugees now face, to continue the life they built in Ul'dah or start in the land of their birth. Neve, a moment. Yes, Pippin? I am newly returned from Ul'dah with a message from the Sultana. Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the palace at your earliest convenience. Well, I must away and attend our other business. Until next time, my friends. And all the audience with the Sultana. Oh my goodness. Depending on the nature of her consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans. Yes, we'd all like to know about those, Alphanode, but now everyone's as comfortable not everyone's as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take no notice of him. Grab this real quick. Da, 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 da. Alright, I will see y'all in Ul'dah. Like, comment, subscribe if you so choose to, my lovelies. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!